What I want to talk is hook plays. Guys, you can use whatever sign you want for this stuff. Okay. Whatever finger signs you want, you and your partner, go for it. Make up your own hand language. Okay. Or just talk about it before you serve. But for me, a hook play is getting somebody who wants to shoot and probably digging them using the blocker. It's either going to be a swat for the blocker, which means that they jump real high, throw their arms high instead of pressing them, and they reach as high as they can, or we're going to run a late peel, and my blocker is going to dig the shot. So if I throw a hook down the line, right, I have to tell.
And when he says hook, for those of you that can't see, all he's doing is bending his finger so that it looks like a hook. It's not a straight finger. It's just he's making it into a hook.
Thank you. Yeah, I got my line call and then I just bend my finger. So what I have to tell my defender is that they have to show the hitter that they have a football field to hit into. I mean, by telling my defender, if I'm blocking, I'm going to tell them, you have no responsibility for high line, and I want you to show the blocker that high line is wide open. If that defender goes far enough into the diagonal, or they even jump into the diagonal very obviously and very early, that hitter should slow down, relax a little bit, and hit a sloppier ball. As the blocker who's peeling, I'm going to squat down. I call it the squat and drop. We've got a YouTube video on it, and we also got an Instagram reel on it. If I squat down at the exact same time that I would jump to block, but then I backpedal hard out of there. This isn't the crossover step. You don't have time to cross over on this. This is the big, powerful explode backwards with my hands next to my ears, right? Ready to dig a pokey or use a slap or a tomahawk. Then that ball should go into my lap. You're going to get beat if their high line is fast, crispy, and perfect. If it stays high, it stays deep, it stays fast, you're not going to get this, and you already told your defender, hey, you got no responsibility for high line. So if they still hit their best high line, probably not going to get it unless you're like 6'9" and you can cover with really long arms, right? But if they slow down and they just really hit it kind of lazy because they think it's wide open, you're going to get somebody. If it's the person who hits that high line, but they hit it only like to half court, some people use the deep corners for their high line. Some people just kind of waterfall it over the blocker. This is a really good way to get them using that hook. You can also do that same exact thing in a cross, right? So if you take your fingers and you hold that peace sign and then you make quotes with them, we call it a hook cross, right? You're going to do the exact same thing with your defender. Say, hey, defender, we are going to show them that over cross is wide open. Here's a couple of things that you want to watch out for, or that you could do it, or why you would do it. If somebody's always beating you with cut shots, like really good cut shots, and then your defender, once they bank on that cut shot, they can hit that high line. Okay, I know the hitter's more comfortable hitting a cut. So once they're more comfortable hitting a cut, and I know my defender is basically like, it's too much for him to cover that and to cover the high line. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show this defender that the overcut or overcross. I'm going to show the attacker that the overcut or overcross is wide open. And I'm going to position myself into that cross. And I'm going to say, hey, defender, you are responsible for nothing but hard line, because I have to show this person that their line is wide open and the overcross is wide open. Once you do that, then you can do that same squat and drop and peel either into the cut if you think they're a cutter, or deeper into the court if you think that they just go over cross. The players that go over cut are the better attacker, because the pursuit lines for the defenders, it does not work out in the hitter's favor if when you go over cross, you use the back corner. The back corner is only for jumbos, right? But if you're trying to beat a blocker, go over cut so that it lands in the front half of the court, that ball stays further away from the defender. So now that we've got these hooks where my blocker can either wait really long, reach high, and swat because they know that they've designed a play that makes the attacker want to hit over them. Right? You can either delay and swat, or you can peel really late. But if you peel early when you do this and the hitter is athletic, they're going to make you pay the price, and they're going to hit hard on an open net. That's why we squat at the same time that we would jump for a block, and then use all of that strength that we've gotten in our quads from all of our great warm-ups and from all of our 60-day max vertical by Better at Beach. And then we can get out of there by pushing hard off of those quads with our hands up. Okay, so we got those hooks right there that you can use, where the blocker is the person who's digging the shot. And those are really valuable for anybody out there who just gets beat by shooters. If you're getting beat by a shooter, you got to peel that blocker.